everybody? Welcome back to Tavian's World of Reptiles. I hope you are all doing well and taking care of yourselves. As you can see, I am hanging out with my big girl Artemis today. She was up and at the window this morning, which is never really what she is. She's usually more active at night, so I decided to just go ahead and bring her out for this video today. So we all know that we live on this planet with billions and billions of other living organisms, and we've all got our purpose to do, and we've all got our different routines. And that includes different periods of the day when we are most active. And snakes and reptiles are no exception to this rule. And so today we are going to be discussing 3 different periods of the day when these animals tend to be more active and what that means for those animals that fall within those categories. First being diurnal species. Now, diurnal animals are a lot like us humans. We tend to be more active during the day, and of course that doesn't mean all humans are more active during the day. Of course, we've all got our different schedules, night shifts, and all the such. But typically, humans are diurnal, as well as many other species of animals. Animals that fall into this category usually heavily rely upon their sight in order to actually find their food, and so daylight works better for them so that they can actually hunt and find their food, but as well as it makes it easier for them to spot predators in the distance. Now this of course means that predators during the day have to be a little bit more slick on how they're going about hunting their food. They have to rely upon those other skills in order to actually sneak upon their prey. Now, when it comes to reptiles that are diurnal, these animals also rely upon the sun a lot more, and I'm sure that any animal that is diurnal does, but I'm speaking specifically about reptiles. Now, reptiles that are diurnal really rely upon the UV rays. It helps them to keep their calcium balance in order, make sure that they don't get MBD, make sure that they stay healthy, and the lack of sun can actually make them really ill. So animals like reptiles that actually are diurnal heavily rely upon the sun's UV rays to keep them nice and healthy. Now next up we have our nocturnal species. Now nocturnal animals don't have the greatest of sight when it comes to light. They really have really sensitive eyes, and so nighttime is better for them because they actually tend to be able to see a lot better at night. But not just that, their other senses like their smell and their hearing tends to be a lot more heightened than other species. Animals that are usually found nocturnal are usually pretty easily captured by prey, so they've chosen nighttime as a chance to actually be able to hide and make themselves kind of invisible in the night. However, predators that are actual nocturnal have mastered the night and have really great eyesight and can actually hunt them down a lot easier during the night than during the day. So it's really kind of a give and take when it comes to that. But all these animals definitely utilize the night in some way or another. And last but not least, we have the crepuscular category. And I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but I think I'm saying it just about right. Now, animals that fall into this category come out during this nice little grace period right before the nocturnal animals start to stir, but also right before our diurnal animals start to stir. So right about dusk and dawn, a whole different category of animals will start to become a bit more active. Now, essentially, these are kind of more like the early bird gets the worm type folks, like type creatures. Now, these animals will try to come out right before nocturnal animals start to move, just kind of beat the rush of all the people, all the other animals and creatures that are starting to come out. I guess essentially to try to get a jump on getting some food and before all the competition starts happening. And animals that come out during the dawn, same thing. Will try to get out before everything else starts to wake up for the day, and get their food in, get their hunting in, try to kind of get out of the way before all the competition starts to happen. So crepuscular animals are those animals that come out during the dusk and the dawn, just trying to avoid the hustle and bustle of the nocturnal and diurnal animals. So I hope this video was helpful to somebody. Now there was 2 other categories that I did see when I was looking this up, but essentially from what I can understand is they pretty much are just crepuscular. They wake up during the morning, and during the evening it says I don't remember what they're called, but if you want to look that up you can. But essentially they coexist with the crepuscular individual, so I don't understand why there's a whole different category for them, but there are. So anyway, this was just a short video, but I hope somebody appreciated this video, and if you have more to add to these topics on the individual categories, please do put that in the comments. I'm sure there's probably a lot more that goes on for those individual species that fall within those individual categories, but that I haven't covered in this video, and if you think it's important, please put it in the comments so that other people can get that information too. So that's all, you guys. Take care, love yourselves, love your reptiles, love your loved ones, and you guys keep spreading those herbs.